Hello. Right now you'll be studying. My name is Safio Balogun, and right now you'll be studying fungi and plants, meaning plant mycology. Now, what is mycology? As I've always said, mycology is the study of fungi. Now, when you say that plant mycology, you're studying fungi from plant perspective. You want to know the effects of these fungi on plants, and it's very important in actually taking care of plants to increase agricultural yields and the rest. So, plant mycology is the study of fungi, the effect of fungi, the relationship between fungi and plants, the adverse, the beneficial, the this, the that effect. You understand what I'm saying now? And they are definitely different types of fungi that have different types of effect on a plant, and there's also different types of plants that have different effect on fungi. But right now, from the perspective of plants, we are only studying the fungi that negatively or positively affect plants, and we can also study the other way. But don't forget, we are taking plants as a priority when we talk about plants mycology. Now, there are different fungi that have positive, negative effects, and you have to carry out your own research to understand. In fact, most of the plant diseases are caused by fungi. There's all this rust. Rust is a fungi that actually make some plants look like they are rusted, this brownish color, whatever. There's also anthracosis, anthracnose, or what do they call it? This also has a negative effect on fungi too. So the plant, you should actually be someone who actually, as a microbiologist, focused on understanding the fungi that affect plants, their negative effects, the way they can be controlled, solved, prevented, and even cured. Because right now we only say we use drugs for animals and this and that. What about plants? Do you think they don't need drugs? They do. If you're actually using drugs for every other animal, maybe they don't need drugs because many plants can live almost forever. Maybe because they don't take drugs, that's why they can live almost forever. Anyway, that's the study left forward evaluation here as a microbiologist, as a plant microbiologist. So that is that about that. And then finally, we use this to take two courses at the same time. There's a plant cell dynamics. That is the most advanced one in the plant microbiology. Aside all those ones that you can easily test, now you have to come down and start explain and start investigating different types of cells that are inside the plant. We classify them based on tissues and how they look. But now each tissue has a functional use. This is the cell. Now you have to understand the cell, what it produces, what it absorbs, and why it works the way it works, and what affects it negatively, what actually boosts its ability. All these things are inside plant cell dynamics of plant cellology. You get what I'm saying? In that point, you understand the effect of different kinds of cells, like the plant cells with itself. Like the plant, the cell of the leaf is definitely different from the cell of the root, or the cell of the stem, or the cell of the trunk of the tree. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it happens. It's not a very hard thing. Let me tell you, when you're carrying your investigation, you will know that only professionals can actually carry out investigation, because we have to look at them at the microscopic level, do a lot of different tests on them, and try to see how their polymolecule works. You would have to know their constituent, what they actively produce when they are producing it. We have to know a lot of different things, and that's where we need the help of all these our chemists and our physicists to help us develop technologies that can give us the access to observe all these things at a real-time level. And that's why we need computer technologists to do everything, and computer engineers do everything in their power to help us develop technologies that can help us in this investigation, because we have almost reached the limit. No, we have reached the limit of light microscope and even electronic microscope. We need to be consciously available to see how things work. Things work very fast at the level level. At least you see something that can record what happens, slow it down to our own timing system, and then see how it happens, so you can know how to fix things and then rush it for it too. You got what I'm saying? So that is how it works. Take care.